Hello YouTubers, Troz here, back with more Zero to Satisfactory, and this really wasn't how I was originally planning off to start this episode, but here I am at a crash site, and not too far away from my factory. You can see there's the space elevator, and you can kind of make out the factory building between those trees there. Anyway, this is right over here. I had found some Caterium ore. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. But it wasn't like a actual node. It was just one that you could mine up by hand a little bit. But I saw some smoke up here and came to investigate. And yeah, there's a crash site, and in fact, it needed Caterium wire. Only one. So I built a crafting bench here, and by hand made a wire, which actually gave me 4. I still have 4 left over. Let's open this up. And we have another hard drive. And actually, I had found a different crash site earlier. That was actually way far away over there. But yeah, oh, don't want to fall. I've been doing some exploring. I've done a bit of building. And I actually did some research. We got the Caterium ore, as you saw. We now need to research Caterium wire. And I need to search for a way down from here. Let's, I think we can climb on this tree a bit, or at least slide down it. There we go. No damage. I also did a bunch of building between episodes, which I'll show you shortly as soon as we get back. Something's growling at me. I also, let's use one. Was able to build these medical inhalers. I'm not sure if that came up on the research in the end of the last episode, but basically it's like one of all the healing items. And some mycelium. Unfortunately, it doesn't have an animation, but like if I use it, it completely restores your health. Let's drive this tractor back. One of the big things I did, and we have a tractor here. Not long after the end of the episode last time, I realized we were running out of coal. We were using it faster than we were producing it. And, yeah, so I went over to the coal miner, upgraded it to Mark II, and put in the Mark III belts. Yeah, and so we were originally getting like about 300 coal every trip. Yeah, it's now getting close to 800 coal each trip. And yeah, that very much fixed our problem. Here it comes now. Yeah, I also upgraded a few of the belts around the coal miner area to Mark III. You may see some other improvements as well as I pull up here. Let's just park you here. We just need to remember to pick up some coal before we leave. I built this, and right now it's only got 4 belts. And it's not even hooked up yet. But we're ready to bring coal up to the new 3rd floor. Which, let's go quickly see that now. Last time we set up motor production, and yeah, we probably have way more motors than we need now, because it's been quite a few hours. So here's our 2nd floor, where we have modular frames, reinforced plates, and motors being made. But nothing else. Like, we're making steel, but only for motors. So I built this up. Let's come up here. So the one thing I did is I didn't have the concrete production inside the factory. That was over there always. It's now inside the factory. I've got that's concrete coming in. It's getting split. I've put both. Like I had the limestone near here, which is right behind the wall here, at 100%. But this one I had like at 50%, because this they both produce at 30 a second, so that would give me 45, which is what one production thing needs. I've now just put them both up to 100%, so we're getting 60 a second. Not quite enough to run two. You can see like that one is yellow right now, but yeah, we've produced a whole lot, enough to fill that. So this will be concrete that I can pick up, and the concrete will go over to make the reinforced beams if I need them for any recipe. Over here, this will be coal coming up, and it will come up fast enough. This is a Mark II belt, and we only need, well, we can send some further up to a 4th floor if needed. This will be iron coming up, which is not yet coming up. And both of these, we basically go to 2 foundries that will both make steel, and we have some of the steel going to pipes, but pipes only use 15 a second. The other, I think this makes 45 a second. The other, maybe it's, I don't know the exact, maybe it is only 30 a second. So 15 a second will go here. The other 15 will go to make steel beams. This is also a steel beam maker, but its output goes to make the encased steel beams with the concrete. So we'll be making all the steel products that I know about right now. And both of these output to a splitter. Splitter. One side of each goes up to a merger at the top. The other side goes to a merger at the lower end. Basically, this allows the full output to be routed. Like, if one of these backs up, like, I'm sure the pipes will back up quickest because they make fast. So if that starts backing up, it'll start putting more steel beams or steel ingots towards these beams. Because together these can take more than we produce. So once one backs up, we'll, instead of like, this one only feeding these two and this one feeding this one, we can redirect the excess from this one over to that one, and that will produce faster. Yeah, that's pretty much that for now, and I'm going to get hurt, and let me back down. I have also put in crafting benches on every floor, and I've started using these walkways, and actually I like them as ramps. I also, like, this is the iron. We had 2 iron coming in here. I am planning on making this a fast belt or Mark II belt, and splitting this to come over here, and this would be routed then up to the 3rd floor to supply it. I think I did make a few small adjustments in... these are now also both Mark IIs, and increase their production accordingly. So research. Let's see what the hard drive research has given us. Alternate steel beam. Or alternate steel. Uses more coal. Like, I have plenty of iron, and I even know where to get even more. Let's do alternate steel beam, because I think we only make these at 4 a minute. I know the pipes make really quick, so if we could change the one thing to a pipe builder, that would be good. Let's confirm that. We need 100 quick wire, and I don't think we can make 100. So we may, and that takes a lot of time too. But let's see if we can make 100 quick wire. Yeah, I don't think we can. Because it takes 4 ore to make an ingot, but then an ingot gives you 4 wire. So since we started off with 62, I think we'll only be able to make 60. But that, gives us 15, yeah. And then, so I have to find another source of this stuff. I did also the purple slug research, and I kind of guessed right, but not enough. I guessed that it would give us 3 shards, but it actually gives you 5. But yeah. Okay, we have to research this stuff. Let me put another hard drive in. I mean, because we have them. Let's. It's the only thing we can research now, so why not? Let's clean out my inventory a bit. And then hopefully get to the heart of this episode. Why do I have copper ore on me? Found some circuit boards near the one wreck that I scavenged? I don't know what you want to call it. Oh, I also made parachutes, but I haven't quite figured out how to use them yet, which also includes, falling to my death once. That looks good enough. Okay. The other thing, like I said, we should have enough motors by now. So let's... let's turn on my flashlight because it's getting dark. I used to have the conveyor belt for the biofuel going through here, but I filled this in, and I basically rerouted that conveyor belt around the outside because, I needed some space to get an extra rod maker in here to get this a little more efficient. I also now have a jump pad here up to the 3rd floor, as well as a hole to drop down to the 1st if you need to get down there. And it's just close enough that you don't get damage. And yeah, you can see how long I've been playing between episodes. I've now played like 24 hours, and this is only the 8th video. So you've seen roughly a third of my playtime. So I'm going to stick these in here, even though it probably shouldn't do that. These are going off to the space elevator, and they are the last. This is basically now my export to space elevator box. I believe in the future I'll be able to do something better than this. so that the space elevator doesn't get backed up with stuff. Because, well, we're ready to unlock Tier 4. Oh, one other thing, I don't know if I've shown on video, let's see, is this. This is the upgraded Xeno Zapper. It's called the Xeno Basher, and it actually does pretty good. If the creature is, you know, within that space from like that bush to here, it will get hit, and especially the fluffy-tailed pigs will stop charging at you when they get hit. Not as good for the things that shoot or spit fire, whatever they do, but it's good against the ramming enemies. I haven't actually tried it on the orange bug things. Oh, come on. How many? I probably should have upgraded that inside. We have 31. Well, not perfect. I can pick up more here. Oh, the plates are from over here. Well, they... Come on. They should be almost over there by now. Let's get this out of my hand. Alright, so for next time, they'll go a bit quicker. There may not be a next time. I'm not sure if this unlocks both 5 and 6 or only 5. Well, there will be a next time eventually. There they all go. It's just that it may be an update or two before tiers beyond 6 get added. Alright, 150. Okay, this will deliver 5 and 6. Let's seal the crate. And send it. And away it goes. Still not sure where it goes, but it's up. Okay, we've got some work to do now. Oil processing. Well, let's select this milestone. This unlocks an oil pump, an oil refinery, plastic, fuel. I hope this is more efficient than coal, because finding coal, while seemingly better than biofuel because it can be automated, doesn't actually last that long. Rubber, circuit board, and we can scan for crude oil. Sure, let's select this milestone. What do we have on hand? We got 500 of those. Not quite enough cable. 29 of those. I would have expected it to require a few steel items. I mean, you need steel to get here, so. Alright, let's go collect the remaining stuff. That should just take a minute or 3. Here's some of our modular frames. One of the things I did do is, yeah, part of the rearranging up here is I have more screws being made so that this gets built faster, and this is all Mark II. It needs 120 screws per minute, and we should now be providing that with the Mark II belt. Oh wow, this is... Are you actually... Alright, this is actually working. I'm not sure how this got all... Oh, I know exactly how this all got backed up. When we were running low on coal, yeah, this kind of got shut down. Because I had everything being shifted over to the power plants. Right, there's 50, and then down on the first floor is our cable, and no, your more frames, your rotors. Not that I need just plain rotors anymore. I don't think it will probably always ask for motors. But here we got we need 4 of these and a cable, and that should be good. Alright, for those, a cable, and the motor, and frames.
Milestone reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. Caution, this is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
Minimize chance of expiration. So if I could build some armor, that would help. Oh look, we had some motors here, but that wasn't enough. Let's... If I take this and mycelium... And we need the nuts, I think. I have 31 on me, look at that. Minimize, we'll build some more of these medical inhalers. One of these, two of everything else except 5 nuts. Yeah, the only thing is you have to remember to use them. So the nuts I'm going to run out of first, but let's leave some of this behind, and let's split that in half. These are good just if you take a point or 2 of damage. I don't want to waste a whole one of these. Can I leave the wire here? Yes, there's plenty of room over here. And the ore. Probably don't need these drills. Well, I'll take one. And I'll want some cement. I've discovered that it's helpful to have a cement while you're exploring. Yeah, this isn't being filled anymore. The cement is coming along here and then winding its way up. But I still have a ton down here. The cement comes in helpful when exploring because you can build anywhere. And so if you need to get up to someplace high, you know, a lot of places do have, hey, you can jump, but, you know, you can build a ramp too, and that works just as well. So, crude oil. This thing on? Okay. I guess that was from last time. And it's way far away. There's two that way, and I mean, from my point of view here, they're pretty close. I wonder if we should refine on site or not. I wonder if we have to build power all the way. What do we need? Heavy frame. Motors. Let's take two of these. A lot of power is what they take. Normal 120 per minute. Conveyor belts. So we need fast belts as well. Mark II belts. Let's not call them fast belts, because there's faster belts and even faster belts, I believe, eventually. Produced. Crafts oil into other parts. Okay, so I'm guessing this takes the oil and then makes... Well, what can we make? Plastic, fuel, and rubber, I'm guessing, and then wire and plastic is a circuit board. Hey, something to do with wire, besides make cables. I was wondering if, or not if, when, because I was really expecting like the default stator or okay, this is wire, but I was kind of expecting also the rotor to. It's the rotor. Where is the rotor here? Yeah, I mean it kind of shows wire there. Whatever. All right, explory time. I'm guessing produce oil on the site, process it back here somewhere. I'm wondering if there's a decent way to get... I'll plan out how to get it back once we get some. Heavy modular frame. I have some somewhere. Is it in my inventory already? No. I have motors here, though. Which should be plenty. I got cable. Here's the heavy modular. And look at that, it's exactly 4. What's in here? Let's get more cable, because eventually I'm going to need to build power out there. Speaking of power, how are we doing? Actually, decent. Things probably have backed up somewhat. But for quite a while, I had sped up the steel production for the rotors just so we'd back up on some and get beams. And yeah, that let's say it pushed our power to the limits, and I had a few shutdowns, had to turn things off, reset the power, and wait until something backed up before turning everything back on. Let's take a few of those. Well, let's see. I don't think. Oh, we do have lots of steel. Is it steel ingots or beams that we need for? You. It's the beams, but I can make beams from the ingots, and the truck has. I don't think we'll be needing this yet for oil. We'll see though, definitely. But kind of need a door here. You know what? Got a ramp here, so. Oh, yes, thanks. You just pulled up. Alright, you're low on fuel, right? 9. Yeah, that's kind of low on fuel. These truck depots seem to only service one tractor at a time. So I can't pull in there and get coal until that one pulls away. Which should be any moment now. Oh, what I do is... Yeah, okay, that's for 2 oil pumps. Actually, yeah, we probably will need 60, 100. Alright. There should be nothing in this truck. Alright, if I recall correctly, it was basically directly east. I'm not sure if there's a way to get up easily past this cliff here. So we're going a bit northeast at the moment. Here we go, we'll go up this way. This, though, seems a bit steep for the tractor here, so I found if you kind of... I'm not sure if you get up the hill faster, it definitely makes your speed reading faster, because we're only going straight up about 11, but if I keep turning like this, we get almost up to 20. I'm not going the way I want to go right now, but I'm trying to find an opening. This will probably damage the truck. Let's see what happens. It actually damaged me a bit, which is not quite what I was expecting. Okay. Here is sort of where I was trying to get. We're on the other... You can see our factory is over there. There's a space elevator. There's this big crater, depression. Anytime now. Okay. It is sort of back the way we came. I wasn't sure if it would be that way or exactly what. And this is at least a landmark I recognize over here. Oh. Where's... Oop. Come on. Okay. I don't see my gun. Okay, actually... Okay, I'm not sure at what point that got cut off, but as I was fighting that fire spitter, the game crashed. It is early access, and they are working on issues. So I know it auto-saves at certain points. And it's actually, this isn't the first crash I had, but I can't say I've had that many. And it's usually pretty good at putting you back where you were. Or, you know, semi-close. Let's see how well it does this time. There's my gun. Okay, not too far. This is just a few minutes. What I had noticed is some green sparkles, which indicates power slug. So it was roughly east we had gone. In fact, it was right up here, I think. Let's park a little bit further away this time. I do hear him. I don't see him. Okay, we are over here. We're over here. Because this is the Sparkles. And I'm being shot at. A lot better this time. How... Oh, he's just on this ledge. Nope. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to fall down there. Okay, about 1.5 kilometers and not through this. Although I'm not sure which way to go. I'm sure we'll find it, though. I won't drive there. Not sure if these lines on the ground are supposed to be some sort of path, or... What am I... Oh, there's a little spider guy following me. Look at that. That's what that slicing scissor sound is. Whoa, back. Ah, yeah, there's boulders there. I remember seeing that in the Alpha weekend. Yes, look at all these spidery things. Are they actually doing damage? Actually, yes they are. Okay. Hit there. Hopefully they'll stop chasing me after a bit. You can see I did leave a beacon, well, somewhere over there. I'm not sure how. I wish the things at the top of the radar left or gave you a distance, or that, like, how far down they were off the top indicated a distance. Okay, I was over there once before. Is that like a geyser? Alright, let's check again. So, I'm assuming that's the other side. So there is a better way through here. What is... I'm going to use photo mode for a second. That is a Mercer sphere there. Look at that. And that is a geyser. It might just be better to drive down and around because I'm not so sure how to get through this forest. But I do know once you're over on that side, there is kind of a easier path back. And this guy doesn't mind real quick. Please don't mind me. Thank you. Yeah, I came over here and collected a few power slugs, and I believe this is where I got my second purple power slug, so that I could research one and I have another. I'm getting low on coal. A little bit of a hitch there. Yeah, basically if you go this way is an easy path, semi-easy path back. More direct than the way we came, for sure. There's a little parrot-typey thing. I've also been trying to find a lizard doggo to pet. And I have seen like one or two of them, but I've rebinded my controls, and for most things like interacting with chests and stuff, it does show the rebound and control, but for the lizard doggo it still tells me to press E, which for me is my walk forward key, and that's either my walk forward nor my use key seems to work for petting the lizard doggo. Alright, let's stop here. Okay. Looks like it's up there, which I'm not sure how to get to. Well, no, it may be in front of the hill. There's also a summer loop, or whatever they're called, over there. Try to stay out of the poison stuff. Stay out of the poison stuff. We're going this way. I didn't realize that whole... I thought it was just the corner there, but yeah, there was a little more poison stuff over there. Is this just the edge of the world again? Sure looks like it. I haven't tried, but I believe it's these bulb things that actually give you a lot of mycelium if you use a chainsaw on them. Are you the edge of the world again? Sure looking like it. Or are you guys, huh? Oh, there's power slugs all over there. Look at that. Please don't knock me off. That's poison 2. I don't want to go down there. I was thinking of driving off. Still not. Not sure if that's it. There's definitely one that way. Alright, not that way. If I just hit the gas, how quickly can I get through this poison area? I'm not gonna stop for... Yeah, well, I said I wasn't gonna stop, but that only applies if I still have fuel. Let's pull over here. Apparently your brakes don't work if you're... You know what, at this point, one of these is more efficient. Luckily, I took a bunch of biofuel. You get that out of my inventory. And split like 6 off just in case I want to use my chainsaw. Uh, 115 that way should be walking distance. Let's arm myself just in case, because I do hear creatures like that guy. Ooh. It should be right around here somewhere. I'm actually not sure what they look like. Se 60, 58. Sorry, there's a... Is it one floor down? Or more than that? Well, now I'm... now I'm stuck away from my truck. And the episode is getting close to what should be over. There's a green power slug. Okay, that kinda... Oh, there's plenty of green power slugs there. Oh. I said reload. Alright. Ignore me then, because I apparently missed. Oh, great. Not sure if I'm actually doing damage. That seemed to work, though. Well, he was a little tougher, but also went down. And how did I not see that? Well, I guess it was fighting the spider. Anyhow, here we are. We actually have two spots here. And there's actually supposed to be another spot not too far away. Let's output you here. No power. 120 per minute. How much power do you need? You need 40 megawatts. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I mean, this would be really far to run a power line. Can I... Oh, I apparently can't fit one of these in here. What I'm considering doing is, if I can set up an oil refinery, which I do have everything for. I just... What do you mean can't... Oh no, I don't have pipes. I can build everything for... Build a crafting bench. Steel pipe. Oil refinery. Look at that. If I could make... Everything takes 8 seconds. And now if I could build a few... coal generators. Probably can't run on fuel, I'm guessing. Although I wish they would. Well, I'd have to build like 2 biomass generators just to get this running. And then can I hand make fuel? I think I can. And then if I can get the coal generator to run on fuel, that would be enough. Well, I'd have to have 2. You're 50. Have to have at least 2 to run this and this. Probably 3 if I also want to run a truck depot, then have a truck go back and forth. But that'll be something for next time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, hopefully with this figured out, and then we can get all this oil back to our factory and do something with it. I guess I'll see you next time. Let me try to leave you with a nice view. See you then.